Go ahead, Goku. Make your wish.
Okay, let's see. How should I say it? Mr. Dragon, can you please turn the nanomachines into a single Tuffle individual so I can fight him one-on-one? Does that sound alright? Goku looks up at the dragon. Taranbo stares blankly. He clearly doesn't understand the wish, but he's too shy to admit it in front of Goku and Zama.
How cute.
Zama laughs at the dragon's confusion.
All right, I'll make it clear. Taranbo, we want you to revive all the Tuffle nanomachines that were erased by the Grand Priest. Bring them back as a single Tuffle entity who has all the memories of the nanomachines.
Taranbo hesitates for a moment. This request is so far beyond his normal power that it doesn't even make sense. But under Zalama's gaze, he simply nods.
Understood.
Just like that, a mortal Tuffle man appears on the ground before them.
Where am I now, Son Goku?
The Tuffle asks. He looks around at the endlessly white horizon that stretches infinitely. Goku grins and points a finger at him. Haha, you finally said I. Now we can have our one-on-one fight. Hearing this, the Tuffle looks down at his hands in shock. He closes his eyes and feels a steady pulse in his wrist.
I am alive? I see. That explains this strange feeling.
So what should I call you? Maybe Baby? Goku suggests, as he thinks back to the name from his memories.
Nah.
The Tuffle immediately rejects the idea.
Let's see. Call me the Great Scion of the honored Tuffle people. Yes, that'll be my name.
Oh, come on, that's way too long. Goku waves his hand.
He's right. Besides, Baby is a good fit. You represent the rebirth of your entire race, don't you?
Zalama adds. The Tuffle stays quiet for a moment.
Fine.
The Tuffle sighs and looks Goku dead in the eye.
I'll accept that name for now, and I'll also humor your one-on-one fight, Son Goku. But in exchange, I have a condition. I need you to use the Dragon Balls to make me as strong as you, and then the fight will happen on your planet, in front of your people.
Wait, but I don't have any wishes left. Goku rubs the back of his neck and sighs. How about I just lower my power level to match yours? Would that work?
What are you talking about?
Baby points a finger toward Taranbo, who's still floating nearby.
There's an eternal dragon right here.
Goku blinks in surprise, and then looks toward Zalama.
Go ahead and make your wish. I don't mind. The dragon can still grant more wishes, Zalama responds.
Okay, thank you. Not gonna lie, you being so cooperative all of a sudden is giving me bad vibes, but I'll take it. Goku laughs, but then his expression turns serious as he looks at Baby. Are you sure this is the wish you want? You could ask for anything else.
I am sure.
Baby clenches his fists. Goku nods and turns toward the dragon. All right then, Taranbo, please grant his wish. Make Baby as strong as I am. Taranbo's eyes glow with the fierce light. There is a short pause as the dragon realizes he has already used up his power for the previous wish. In fact, he had barely managed to grant the first one, so this second request makes him pause completely, at least for a moment. But because he cannot refuse in front of Goku and Zalama, he tries anyway, and somehow, for a reason Taranbo himself cannot explain, he feels an infinite well of power surging through him. With a deep rumble, the dragon bows his head towards Zalama and then looks at the Tuffle. The wish is granted. A surge of energy explodes from Baby's body. The pressure sends a shockwave across the infinite horizon. Baby looks at his hands, which are now vibrating with a golden white aura.
Incredible.
He feels the power coursing throughout his body. You know, I was half expecting you to transform into my look-alike. Goku tilts his head with a curious look. Wait, how are you going to use my Super Saiyan transformations if you're still 100% Tuffle?
I only needed your level of power. I'm not interested in those silly Saiyan transformations. And I hate your stupid hair,
he replies coldly. He moves his arms and realizes that his body already knows exactly how to fight. Well, you're definitely ready now. Let's do it! Goku is excited.
Yeah, my domain is starting to get a bit crowded. It's time to get things moving,
Zalama adds with a grin on his face. First, he turns to Taranbo.
Farewell, my silly little dragon.
He reaches out and pats Taranbo on the head. Taranbo wags his tail like a cute puppy before vanishing back to Planet Cereal. Then Zalama taps his staff on the ground.
All right, let's go to Planet Goku.
The scene transitions back to the surface of Planet Goku. All the Saiyans who had gone berserk as great apes are now lying on the ground. They've all reverted back to their normal forms. Bardock, still in his Super Saiyan state, is sitting on a pile of their unconscious bodies while cradling Guinea's body in his arms. Piccolo and Whis are standing nearby. Piccolo is no longer in his orange form, but he's holding a pinkish rice cooker in his hand. Around them, the Saiyan elders, children, and the injured are busy treating each other's wounds and making preparations for food. Vegeta's body is seen lying on a stretcher where Piccolo had placed it earlier. Despite the absolute chaos of the last hour, the atmosphere is unusually peaceful, almost too peaceful.
Even after all that's happened, they seem rather robotic and aloof. I would never have expected my people to be so quiet,
Bardock states as he observes the surviving Saiyans.
Yeah, it must be the after effect of suddenly losing the nanomachines that were interfering with their brains,
Piccolo explains and continues.
While the healthy Saiyans suspiciously turned into great apes and went berserk at the exact same time, these guys are now acting suspiciously normal and quiet. It has barely been an hour since the entire universe was on the brink of ending, yet none of them is panicking. Their minds are clearly damaged.
Piccolo pauses and glances toward Whis.
Maybe if there was someone here with near-perfect healing powers, we could actually fix this.
Ho ho! Teleporting you to planet Earth to take care of that situation with Boo already goes way beyond the amount of interference I'm allowed. Whis responds with a polite smile.
Yeah, I thought so.
Piccolo sighs. Suddenly a portal appears above, and a huge ray of light shoots out. Bardock and Piccolo instinctively look up. Whis gently raises his head with a calm curiosity, but none of the other Saiyans even flinch. They just keep going about their business as if nothing is happening. The first to come out of the portal is Goku. The second is Baby, who floats down beside him. And then,
as it will be recorded in both the Divine Calendar and the Akashic Records, on this day, the creator of the Super Dragon Balls, Dragon God Zama, descended onto Universe 7.
Whis immediately disappears from Piccolo's side and reappears directly in front of Zalama. Welcome to Universe 7, Lord Zalama. If you don't mind, may I ask what brings you here? Whis bows his head slightly in respect.
Huh, I can tell you were worried about what would happen when Goku took those nanomachines to the Xeno Palace. No need to be concerned. The situation is already resolved.
Zalama responds as he reaches out and pats Whis' shoulder. Whis lets out a long, relieved sigh. Meanwhile, Baby stares down at the pinkish rice cooker Piccolo is carrying. His eyes narrow, as if he recognizes the energy coming from inside.
Hold on, is that?
What is it? Goku looks back at him.
Never mind. Let's just start the fight. But I need the Saiyans to be present for this. Do something about that, Son Goku.
Baby replies, while looking at the pile of unconscious Saiyan bodies that Bardock is currently sitting on. All right. Goku nods and floats down to the ground.
Looks like we managed to avoid the destruction of this universe, huh?
Piccolo lets out a breath he'd been holding. Yeah, it was kinda nerve-wracking, but things are more under control right now. I also saw you taking care of Boo, and Dad taking care of the Saiyans. Good job, guys! Goku gives them a big thumbs up. Bardock gives a silent thumbs up back, with one hand, while still holding Guinea close.
Never mind that. Explain the situation. It seems you brought back someone important.
Piccolo glances up at the sky. That's the creator of the Super Dragon Balls, Goku responds.